What's up YouTube, it's West FPV here. Today I'm making this video about the HDZero Wi-Fi stream. It's going to be a really niche video. Like, I feel like 2 people might be interested in this, so the rest of you might just be learning from this, seeing what I'm doing here. But let's hop into it. I want to talk about the software you're going to need to do this. So the first thing you're going to need is Python. I'm going to put all these links down below in the description for you to download before we hop into it. So go ahead and start downloading these. You're going to need Python, of course, and then there's going to be only one thing you're going to have to install inside of Python, and I'll show you how to do that. It's pretty simple. I'll do that right here. It's just a pip install. Once you get that installed, move on to downloading the software that I provided in GitHub. That'll be down in the description. Next, you're going to need iTunes. If you're an iPhone user. If you're an Android user, you can kind of avoid this one. Then you're going to need OBS, of course, because we're going to be doing this on a laptop. And then you're going to need VLC. So go ahead and download the latest version of VLC. So before we hop into this, I want to make some things clear. You can do this just from your phone. There's a couple of reasons why I don't like doing that. The first one is you can't really customize your stream as much as you could through like OBS on a laptop. And I'm on iPhone, and streaming like your screen and your webcam at the same time, it's not possible on the iPhone for some reason. It's kind of wild. Android users, you could stream from your phone and it would be all right. It's just you're going to be lacking a little bit of that customization. But you could still, record your screen and your camera at the same time. Because when you're doing it from your phone, you're going to be connecting to the HDZero Wi-Fi, and then you're going to be using the LTE of your phone data to stream it out. So that's another requirement you're going to need, is an unlimited data plan, because that's what you're going to be streaming out of, because you're going to probably be out in the middle of a field. So now that all that is downloaded and you have it on your computer, I would take this the software that I provided and just put it on your desktop for ease of use. For right now, you can move it to wherever you want. It doesn't matter really where it's located. So the first thing we're going to do before we hop into setting up OBS for the streaming software is we're going to make sure the software is working on your computer. So let's just launch it. So how I launch it is I right click and I hit open with, and then Python, because I have other software that's gonna, like, it could, sometimes it likes to open up in VS Code and it's pretty annoying. So I do it the long way. But when it's running, it should look like this. I'll put it up here on the screen. It's looking for the HDZero Wi-Fi, and if it's not finding it, it's just retrying until it finds it. So you can, every time you want to do this, you have to run this software and just have it running in the background. So once you open it, just minimize it. So next we're going to open up OBS. Now my OBS is going to automatically have the dock for this software, but next we're going to add the dock. So you're going to go to Docs, and then you're going to hit Custom Browser Dock, and then name the dock whatever you want. I call it Wi-Fi Monitor. And then in the URL, you type in this URL right here. I'm gonna put it on the screen. It's just what Flask is you're hosting like a local server, and it's just so you can send information to that dock and control the software through the dock. So once that's done, you just hit apply, and since the software is already running, it should pop up and you should see this. If you don't, restart OBS and you should see it then. So just place the dock wherever you want, and that part is complete. Next, we're going to set up the VLC portion of this. So go to the sources part of OBS, and you're going to want to add a VLC source. If you don't see VLC source when you click the plus button, it's called VLC video source. If you don't see that, then you got to uninstall VLC, re-download the latest one, because it should be popping up. Download the latest OBS if you don't have it, because it should just pop up right in there. So once you have a new one created, name it like HDZero. Let me get to mine real quick. Name it HDZero. So inside of this, you're just gonna hit the plus button, and then the HDZero goggles. I'm pretty sure like the IP address is all the same, but you're just gonna type in the RTSP server link. and I'll provide that in the description if you just want to copy and paste it and you're lazy. Once that's in there, you scroll down a little bit and you'll see network caching. Now this one, network caching, will really improve the quality of your stream, or it depends what number it is. I think my default number was like 100 milliseconds or something insane, and my video would like freeze and lag all the time. But I put 5,000 milliseconds, which is like 5-second delay, and it freezes a lot less now. You're still gonna encounter like the occasional like freezing or smearing or whatever, but the 5,000 milliseconds gives it like a 5-second buffer to, like, you know, catch back up, and it really helps in the quality. So once you have that set, just click OK. So the next step is going to be to plug in your HDZero goggles. So let's do that. You have to make sure you have the Wi-Fi module of your HDZero goggles turned on, but from flipping the button, it takes about 25 seconds for the software to connect to the Wi-Fi network. And once it's connected, you'll see on the status bar connection, and it'll give you the transmission rate, the receiving rate, and what channel like the Wi-Fi network's on. It's really not the most like important information, but it'll also give you a signal strength, which is pretty neat, and it works pretty well. It's kind of crazy. But you also get a reset Wi-Fi button, so occasionally through the streams it'll just lag and it won't come back, and like that, it happens every now and then. And just to kind of fix that, the only way to fix it is to reset the Wi-Fi. So you just click that button, it'll like disconnect and reconnect for a second, and your stream should come back. Another thing I like to do that makes this process so much easier inside of OBS is utilize the hotkeys. So let's go over to the settings, and inside of the settings you go to hotkeys. Scroll all the way down until you see HDZero or whatever you named the VLC video source. So once you find that, click where it says next, and I use the arrow keys just because of ease of use, and I have it set as the left arrow key. So every time I click the left arrow key, it's gonna like kind of like reset the frame where it comes back. I know like this is the only one that worked. I went through every single HDZero hotkey I could set here, and next was the only one that like was able to refresh the scene and bring it back to how I need it. So make sure you use next, because you just press a button and it comes back really simple. I also have it set up because I fly with my friend and he flies analog, so I have one of those RCA to USB capture card adapters, whatever you call them. But I have that also set up to where I can just press a button and it shows it, and then I can press a button and it hides it. And I just have it overlaid over my HDZero footage because we're not really flying at the same time. If you're flying at the same time, you could just have them both set up in a proper like aspect ratio type of thing. But you know, we just fly back to back, so I have it like overhead so I can just press a button and it hides it, and I can see the HDZero on the bottom. But that's another hotkey you could do if you like have a friend you're flying with and you're in the same scenario. This is like a very niche video. I feel like maybe one other person in the world was going to be doing this, but we'll see. All right, this is like 10 seconds later. I totally forgot to tell you guys about how to get everything going. I'm so sorry. So you're going to be connecting to the HDZero Wi-Fi with your laptop's Wi-Fi card. And then you're going to be using your phone's LTE hotspot to stream off of. So how you do that is you connect it through USB. That's why you needed iTunes. I totally forgot, my bad. But so you connect your phone through USB to your computer, and then it should pop up as well on my iPhone. It's really like it just pops up and you say trust this computer, and once you click that and you have your hotspot running, it'll be like Ethernet basically. So yeah, that's how I'm like able to stream out in the field, because like my laptop has like a Wi-Fi card, and that's what's connecting and talking to the HDZero video stream, and then I'm using my phone via USB, basically like Ethernet, to get data to stream from OBS to Twitch or wherever I'm streaming. So we've covered a lot in this video. We've covered everything on how to do this. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comment. I can try my best to help. I hope to see some really cool HDZero live streams. It's kind of like a rare thing. I don't really see a lot of people utilizing this function, because I think the network caching really helps out to make a better looking stream, because a lot of the times it just wasn't coming out right for me. One thing I know, like, I know it's not the reason that made it better, because I kind of did some more research, but I found that like flying on R1, it just wasn't working. I don't know why. And then when I switched to R8, it kind of started flying better. But I know that the HDZero Wi-Fi is on the 2.4 gigahertz, and you know, like FPV footage is on the 5.8 gigahertz, so it's like not even the same. But for some reason, like it just made it better. I don't know, maybe it was just a moment in the day, and it just started working better. But it kind of made me think like that R8 was the better channel to be on, but I don't know. But I hope I could help. This video is going to be a lot of cuts, a lot of rambling, so sorry. But if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll try to make some more crazy videos like this. So thank you.